ways, introducing, managing moderators. Okay, we'll learn more about that later. Hi, hey, so I had to turn my iPad around here. Let's see how this works. Okay, I'm trying to be live on, I've never rotated this one before. I'm going to go live on Facebook and be live here on YouTube. So one of my goals in 2025 is creating my my media presence on other social media platforms. It's time. So if you're watching me, like, share, subscribe as I grow my channel. Let's see. I am heading onto Facebook. Why? All this technology. Isn't it something like AI thinks it's smarter than us? I really okay. All right, so I'm just getting the hang of it. I'm trying to experience. All right, feeling activity. It's not letting me. Hi, nobody's watching me. Hi, Shena Collins here. Okay, we got that done. Why won't you go? Okay, feeling activity, feelings. We're not gonna do any. We're gonna be done. Done. It's not letting me go live. Why? Come on, Facebook. Oh, super annoying. Hi. So. Just give it a few seconds here. Reboot. Hair is messy tonight. How y'all doing out there? Hi, it's Shena Collins with Shena Strong. Cancer survivor in the house. That's right. Speaking of cancer survivor, alkaline water. You want alkalinity in your body. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, I get so annoyed so easily sometimes these days. Why we got no internet now? Listen to my language. Why we got no internet? Why is there no internet? Oh, God. Okay. There we go. I'm trying here. Oh, and that stupid thing is doing it to me again. Why? Let's see here. All right. Okay, there, I'm live. All right. Okay, on Facebook anyway. I've already been live here on YouTube. Let's see. This up high enough. Can we see? Is the camera still looking at me? Hi! Got like two screens going on here. Now I need is my professional mic to talk into. Hi! All right. So, GSD Momma complaints. Oh my gosh, feeling anxious. So I feel so bad for the dogs. It's so cold out and they are so bored. And I mean, I keep trying to tell them we don't like this cold weather as humans either. Mm. Before I get too far, remember to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, you can even send some support. So if you're on my YouTube channel, I think I have listed the Patreon site. And if you're on Facebook, of course, you can send stars. You can subscribe. All sorts of ways. My GoFundMe still has $700 left to raise to complete. So coming up this week is my 3-month post-op appointment from my very last BC surgery. Woohoo! So, yeah, probably not going to be too many watchers tonight. It's Friday night, and most normal people are out socializing. So, but speaking of energy, so anybody that has German Shepherds, like, you know the drill. Like, you're getting ready to go someplace, and there's this antsy pacing and following and just the nervous energy. And if they have Freddy Krueger toenails, you can hear them clicking on the floor, and it makes your energy even more. And like, I can feel it, and like, I'm working on tasks and trying to finish things, and it's just like I could just feel their energy radiating at me, and it's irritating. So, oh my gosh. You know, but like, I'm trying not to be annoyed by it because I understand that. I mean, I don't know how all of you with multiple children do it, young ones. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, bored they are. And I get it. I really get it. But it's even like so cold I don't want to take them for a ride in the Jeep. Hi, I see a few people have tuned in. Give me a shout out where you're tuning in from if you'd like, or say hi. Yeah. So, you know, and this is something I've noticed. So lately I've been working with my energy. Earlier I posted a video, a 2-minute tip, which they usually end up being over 3 minutes, 2 to 10 minutes roughly, about being a square trying to fit in a circle, you know. Hey, RC Smith, what up? So being a square trying to fit in a circle doesn't always work. And I thought of this because I definitely run on, you know, they talk about circadian rhythms and, you know, different times when you know, different people function better. And I am certainly a person that functions better between the hours of like 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. I've been that way pretty much all my life. I mean, I have gotten up early, you know, when I have to do my things. But last night I realized that I worked really late last night till like 3 in the morning, and I got done. And I've been doing really good. So I started with my treadmill talk the other day, and I thought, oh, I didn't get on the treadmill today. And I was feeling bad about it. And I'm like, But then I really thought about it. So yesterday I got up at 11 o'clock a.m. And then, so by the time I got on the treadmill at 3 a.m. after working, you know, I was really kind of in that time frame of, you know, between judging from, excuse me, string cheese, from, you know, people that get up at like 5 a.m. and from the time they go to work till they come home and do all their stuff. So I just did all that. Hi, David. So I did all of that in the wee hours of the morning. And I figured, you know, and I'm burning off nervous energy and my anxiety and my worries, but the dogs, like, and Jack is getting old, and for some reason he is losing his mind and wandering all over. I mean, I know he was used to living on like 13 acres for several years and having free reign, yet at the same time, I mean, we have a skunk in our neighborhood and you can smell it. And I'm afraid that Jack is going to get sprayed. And, and Diane, the flying gazelle, I can't trust her off that leash by herself. And I only have one electronic collar, and I'm trying to keep him out of the neighbors' yards because Jack likes to go next door and take his poo. And then it's also right now it's in that limbo of the time of year where it's cold, and so you don't want to go out there and clean up the poo, but it's always good to clean up the poo when it's still cold because it's hard and it's easy. But anyway, so having German shepherds, like, they are definitely very respondent to your energy and feel it. And they also, if you're any kind of, you pick up energy yourself, you can feel their energy. And I feel bad for my dogs right now. We live in a small home, and not that this is permanent, but they are driving me nuts. Which reminds me of a joke I know, like one of the only ones I know. And my friend Elvis told me this joke many, many years ago. So, other than all of the really politically incorrect, what do you call a man with no arms and no legs jokes? So the joke goes, so there's a pirate, and he walks into the bar, and he has a steering wheel attached to his crotch. And the bartender says, "What's up with the steering wheel attached to your crotch?" And the pirate looks at the bartender and says, "Arg, I don't know, but it's driving me nuts." I think it's funny. So, yes, I mean, I know the dogs are antsy, and I wish I could get them on the treadmill. When Jack was younger, I was working with him and able to get him. Diane, she is scared of that sucker, but Diane is a rescue. Jack has been since a puppy. And, yeah, she is scared to death of the treadmill. But I feel bad for them, and I don't want to go walk outside because then that bothers my chronic pain condition. And I am just irritated. And I'll be trying to work on something and finish it, and I really want to, and then I'm distracted because I'm feeling their nervous energy and the pacing, and I'm getting ready to leave, and they're so used to being with me nonstop. I mean, I am with my dogs like all the time. They go everywhere with me. Hi, Craig. Happy Friday. But, so they know I'm leaving, and then they get all antsy, and then today I'm leaving, and they're like the kid that cries when you go to work or leave them at daycare. They're barking at me, and I'm like, stop. And then just the pacing and the following me and the Freddy Krueger toenails clicking. And Diane, it's easy to clip her toenails. She lets me do anything to her. Jack, you try to clip his toenails. Oh, I've got one watcher on my YouTube channel. Hi, 2 watchers. But Jack, I tell you, he tried to do anything with those toenails of his, and he does that. There's a video of these women that work in an animal care clinic, and they do dog breeds nail trimming, how they act, and the German shepherds are always like, "Rrr, rrr," and that's Jack. You're trying to you just try to clip one toenail as fast as you can, and then I have this like. It's a Dremel tool for dog nails, and Diane lets me use that. Jack, he hears that thing coming and he goes running. But yes, all of that nervous energy, and I can feel it. And like when it comes to feeding time, and they're bored, and of course, what do they want to do? They want to eat. When we're humans and we're bored, we eat. And what else? So, oh my goodness. I just don't know. So all of that energy. And one thing I learned when I was being trained how to work with the dogs is your energy matters. The way that you are feeling, whether you're nervous, whether you're antsy, the dogs feel that and they read off of it, whether or not you're scared of them and you have fear. There's this pack mentality. And I guess as the leader of the pack, vroom, vroom, I can feel all their energy, like, and it's and it's driving me nuts. And the house is so small, and we really can't play ball, and I'll toss it, and then dog tails knock iPads off, and oh my gosh. And I give up. I need summer to get here. How do you people with small children stuck in the house all winter long do it? Oh, telling ya. So, in other news, let's see. I started a journal on December 28th, 2024. And it is almost all the way full already. I have been it's just been pouring through me, all of my writing, and it's really cathartic and healing. Cathartic is healing. It's like, wow, I'm really, and I talked about earlier today, fitting in that time frame of what works for you. And dogs don't always wait for your time frame. And I've been adjusting my schedule to what works best for how I function as a person, but trying to get them to adjust to that is really difficult. So a lot of times I find myself waking up early, letting them out, and then going back to bed. I'll get a couple hours sleep, wake up, let them out, go back to sleep, but I won't feed them because I'm trying to adjust their feeding time until later. But then they do this thing where they pace back and forth in front of me, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I can hear it in my sleep. And then like tonight I was working on some projects, and they are like, it is time to eat, woman, come on. And I could, even though they were like laying down, I could still feel their anxious energy. As sometimes Diane will sit there and she'll just stare at me. So, hi, Linda. But Diane will sit there and she'll just stare at me. And like, I could feel those eyes boring into me. Like, it's like, oh my gosh. So, you always have to watch your energy around dogs, and especially, with German Shepherds. And, my dogs are a really good barometer also of how I'm doing, of how I'm feeling. I do that. So, I know they're bored. I'm bored too. It's cold outside. Summer will be here before we know it, right? Right. At least we like to think so. Okay. That's all. I had to come on here to complain about the animals I love. So, my dogs. Just sharing a little bit of and now that I've fed them, now they're better. But I let them out and they wanted to run, but we have that skunk in the neighborhood and I can smell him or her tonight. And yes. So, I think it's really cool that we have a skunk. I like skunks. They're neat. We have a fox, too, that roams around here. And we have deer that just freely wander down the road in Westfield. But yeah, I was thinking about that because the dogs were making me a little cray-cray. And as I look at my iPad here, this baby's outdated. It's almost going on 7 years old, and the video quality is not the best. And I'm looking at it, and so I got the new microphone. Oh, I'm loving it. Look at that. Ooh, all professional for my podcast and stuff. But now that I have this great new microphone, now I'm like, oh, I need to upgrade my other equipment and put styrofoam containers on the wall. Because also, too, like Diane there must be this noise that happens. She has this weird sensitivity that every time I hit the record button, I'm not joking, and I have to restart videos, because she will hear it and all of a sudden get up and move. And I am not joking. Hi, Pete. How are you doing tonight? The house can be completely quiet, and the minute I start creating a video, all of a sudden, noise. Whether it's dog toenails clicking, a dog starts barking, like, oh my gosh, I need a quiet studio. And yes, but the dogs are feeling that nervous energy, and it makes me feel nervous, and I don't like it. So I have to find something to do with them to kill that boredom. Maybe I'll make them a chew toy, a good chew toy for dogs. I have it may depend on what you feel. My friend Andy doesn't like to let his dogs chew on plastic. My dogs like to chew on plastic water bottles when they're empty. Joey, how you doing? You could build me one. That'd be awesome. I'd love it. Let me buy a house first. um, but a good thing, and I learned this years ago from some friends of mine, Sydney and Steve. Their dog, to keep its mind interacted, it would be sticking a carrot in a liter soda bottle, and the dog would like try to get it out. So it's like a Kong, you fill it with stuff. And I have a couple of Kongs, and those are good for the dogs. I like to put dog treats on the inside of them, and then slap each end full of peanut butter, and then freeze them, and then let the dogs work it out. But they've gotten really good, like somehow, and I have no idea how they get their tongues in there and get all those little things of food out, but they suck that peanut butter right out. Um, and yes. So their energy, it's been making me a little cray cray lately. I'm doing my best, doing my best. And I feel really bad for them. Like, I'm looking at Diane and I'm talking about muscle wasting. And she's a flying gazelle, and I'm thinking about that. Diane, stop. And then I'm watching like nervous energy, like licking a paw and different things like that, and being bored with toys, and I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to do. And I don't have a fenced in yard, and it's super cold out anyway. And there's a skunk on the run. Oh, yeah. So, but it was a good day. I don't know. I just came on here just trying to keep creating, and that's one of my goals, is to regularly create. And I've been very inspired lately. I've had to create some videos for a project, and it's made me inspired to step up my game as an influencer and across social media platforms. Holy cow, I have 8 people watching on YouTube. Look at that. Facebook, you pale in comparison to what's going on YouTube. Hi. Oh, now it just dropped to 5. Wow. So very cool. But yes. So right now, just a lot of playing around with the platforms. I'm Gen X. Gen X. Oh, I love watching all those Battle of the Generations videos. They crack me up. But I'm Gen X, and for some reason, the platform I feel most comfortable with is Facebook. When Snapchat first came out, I remember way back in 2015, 16, playing with it back and forth. It was so much easier to use than it is now. Now I don't care for it a lot. But it seems like the other platforms, YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, you tend to create your words reach a larger audience. So it's really my goal in this next year to create that. And yes, I am pretty proud of myself for the way I've started out 2025. Next week is my 3-month post-op. I am all done with cancer-related surgeries. I'm still on endocrine therapy, but talking to the doctor, I should be able to be off within that 5-year period. I've been on it just under 3 years. That'll be really nice because there's a lot of fatigue that comes with it. However, at the same time, I had the discussion with the doctor. But by the time I go off of tamoxifen, I'm going to be 10 years older almost 10 years older than I was when I started taking it. So there's that factor as well. So when you look at fatigue, it's just what's natural, losing your energy as you age, this and that. And I've been utilizing the times when I feel creative, when I can't sleep. I'm just like, you know what? This is who I am. I don't have an early morning appointment. I don't have a job to go to early in the morning. My jobs, I can work whenever I want for the most part. And so I just decided that I was stressing myself out. And this is how this relates to the German Shepherd anxiety. I was giving myself anxiety, really feeling like there was something wrong with me, that in this next step of, hi James, in this next step of life of survivorship from cancer, um, I was stressing myself out, feeling that I could not return to normal. And my thought of returning to normal was, what America thinks of, getting up at 5 a.m., dropping the kids off at school. In my case, it'd be dogs off at doggy daycare. And or taking them to work with me. I used to, and working your day, coming home, doing your things, doing your activities. And the way I function and when I work best is not during those daytime hours. I certainly don't function well throughout the morning. It takes me but I love mornings. They're very peaceful. But I also like the quiet of the night. In the still of the night. I just had this song pop into my head because there's this quietness. All the noise and outside distractions, things halt. And there's less energy competing for the energy that I need to create what I need to. And I like that. So I like to create at night. But yeah, so I was stressing myself out because I was thinking that simply because I cannot sleep all night long and then I'm tired all day or I sleep all day, that something's wrong with me. And okay, don't answer that question. We all know the answer to that. But I decided, I'm going to use this to my advantage. I am going to use this insomnia to my advantage and work during those times. Do things that don't just lay there. And, especially when I have the ability to create the work hours that I want, and for the most part, and schedule doctor's appointments that accommodate my needs better. And so yeah, like this big weight was lifted off of me. It was amazing how good it felt as soon as I gave myself permission to go to bed what other people consider not normal. I mean, but people work second and third shift all the time, so it's not like it's not normal. But I've been thinking that I need to fit into that regular grind mode. And yes, so I know the anxious feeling. And then the dogs wanting to be outside, wanting to do things, that adds to the anxiety. I definitely feel their anxiousness. Well, all right. Trying to create more, making some lives here on YouTube. We are transitioning. So YouTube was a lot about when I first started my cancer battle. Most of my creating was actually done on YouTube and not elsewhere. And I wish I never would have given up YouTube. But I like where I'm at with Facebook, but now it's time to really start working those other modalities of social media. And I just don't want to keep regurgitating the same stuff over and over and over and over and over, like posting the same post on Facebook and Insta and Tik and Tube. I don't. Plus, there's all these other platforms like Discord and Reddit and you name it. So, yeah. Hey, but not bad. We just finished our first full week of January, and I am yeah. All right, my friends. Love you all. Like, share, follow, subscribe. You can subscribe to my channel, and I've started adding more content and going back to stuff and giving you that behind the scenes peek. So if you want to see Shena in all of her glory and all of her meltdowns and the in-betweens and the stuff that you don't see here on the regular bigger pages, subscribe to my Facebook page. But yeah, I don't know. Something just flew across. I was wondering. I hate that. Stuff flashes too fast. All right. Well, have a good day. I'm gonna sit down and watch a movie. I think tomorrow's a big day of activity, so I'm gonna chill, do some writing. I'm so excited. December 28th, I started this journal, and I have written in over half of it, and I think that's cool. It's just coursing through me. So I opened myself up. I was like, God, universe, all the powers of me. Send me clear signs, send me opportunity, open doors, break down barriers, knock those challenges out of the way, smash them. So, and it seems that it is happening. And I'm thinking differently and doing things differently. And I'm allowing the shift to happen naturally. But it wouldn't happen naturally if it wasn't for a lot of therapy and all sorts of other things, right? We'll save that for the book. Okay. All right. Well, happy Friday night. Hope you all had a great day. Peace and love. Take care. All right. I'm going to knock off of YouTube here first. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?